Yeah, I've been coming here the last 5 years now. And when I first got introduced, it's a combination of two things. One, it's the networking. I mean, where else can you hit this breadth of global companies and how operational excellence, process excellence leaders are really engaged and driving things in different ways. And it's that second part. It's taking that ideas and ways in which people have been driving their organizations and seeing how can you adapt and use that to help your businesses, or maybe even your own career, grow and expand. Yeah, for me, I think it's really expanding. You look at the exhibit hall, which I think is a really fantastic area to get great ideas, but you want to get away from that traditional just a vendor hallway where you really start to get things like knowledge management, where you start to get some of these companies that are on leading edges of just new ideas that they're trying to bring to the marketplace. And so as part of the advisory board, I was highlighting things like bringing Hash and Conry and Shingo and some of these things that we all have in the background up to play, and the ability to interact with folks that have really been helping drive that to the marketplace. The mission I had was, the former job I had was with Bristol Myers Squibb, and it was with the Global Manufacturing Supply division of the company. And what we brought was way back in 2013. It's a good example of a 5-year journey that what we do isn't quick. There's a landing, a glide path that you got to go on. And we brought operational excellence as a key part of a 3-pronged strategy. If you don't bring the right technologies forward, you can't advance a company. And as a commercialization group, that was key. If you don't look at the service and distribution, we can't get the products out. But then you got to look at your processes and your underlying systems and capabilities to deliver. We had 13 production sites around the world. We had 5 different enabling functions globally. And what we did with operational excellence is put together a roadmap, a strategy that started to build a foundation of tools of continuous improvement, started to look at the underlying mission critical systems and processes you need to be successful. And then ultimately, that terrible thing we always talk about, how do you change the culture so that now managers become leaders and good leaders coach and mentor and turn their teams loose, unleash that potential we've got in our folks. Part of the challenge we're getting into is companies, they call it their core values these days, but really is what should you manufacture internally? Where do you work with outside vendors and third-party players? What's that a holistic view you look at to bring your products and services to the marketplace? But I think the bigger picture too, and I hope it's part of our discussions we kick off this year into the next year, is really it's not just manufacturing in a vacuum. If we don't look at our R&D teams and start to bring enterprise excellence and a different way of thinking, how do we transfer those great new products and ideas to commercialization? If we don't link with commercial and let them understand the systems and process mindset we have and how it make them more successful in getting our products to the marketplace. We had a great example at Bristol. We were gold medal winner for customer experience last year. And we took a process that after you get approved by the FDA, now you want to get that product to the marketplace because patients are waiting. Literally, this was a drug that got approved that it was a last hope for many patients to literally live. And yet it was taking us 3 to 6 months after you're approved to get those first products to the marketplace. We put a mindset and we turned our teams loose, and it was a great example of engagement, empowerment. We took that over a series of improvements down to hours. So we went from months to weeks to days, and now we've shown over the last 3 product launches, we can literally get product to the marketplace within 28 hours. I've learned, I'm continuing to grow. I've been in the game here almost 25 years, I hate to say, of continuous improvement. But what I've learned is when you look at operational excellence, we've done some really great things and we can deliver great project results. But if you look at from a business and program review, if we don't link together with the behaviors and values that really I think organizations are successful because they have the right behaviors and values that drive their market. So what enterprise excellence says is let's link that together. Let's measure our behaviors, call those KBIs, as effectively as we try to measure our product performances, our KPIs. And if you bring those two pieces together, now you're engaging your workforce and you're rewarding people for doing the right things as well as discouraging some of those things you want to change. And that's the power of enterprise excellence, is bringing that together. Yeah, for me it was interesting, and maybe we need to change the title a little bit in the sense that although it's the Program Leader of the Year, I look at more as a recognition of the team that we built together. And it's that network of folks that came together as high performance team that then looked at delivering the results that really take that business to the next level. So I'm really excited to represent, but as the recipient of that award, I'm looking at more as a recognition of the team and the impact that we've made. And in this case, I think the good example is it's been a 5-year journey. So these things don't happen overnight. So there's a lot of working parts that have to come together, but it's that roadmap and plan, and I think that's what the judges recognize is consistency to that. And then the recognition is it doesn't stop. Now we're on to that next level of change. Yeah, my top tip is this, don't try to do it all at once. Look at it as building blocks. There's certain foundational elements you've got to have in place before you can get to the exciting, cool stuff. Sometimes we jump ahead. You know, we tend to be on the old operational excellence mindset, all the way back to Six Sigma. We were very tool-driven mindset. It's not about the tools. It's really about looking at those strategies that the business has and what are those ideal results that we need to deliver, and how can operational excellence and enterprise excellence mindset help deliver those faster, quicker, better, and more sustainable. And to me, that's the big change and shift that we want to look at. As we look ahead, it's really making it more sustainable, easier to do, and also recognize our folks at our businesses are our customers too. So we got to customize sometimes how we talk about operational excellence and process excellence. The keynote speech this morning on the architecture behind a business is to me pretty exciting, because sometimes it's kind of funny to look at a blueprint, but it does start with that motivational, what's my company's vision? You know, what's the challenges the company sees we've got to deal with? And if you don't spread that all the way down to the lowest level of your organization, how can the guy on the floor that's trying to get that product out every day also understand here's the direction the company's going? That's not going to make your job and career more exciting, but it's your impact on the customers in the marketplace. And it's our job. Our job is to make sure we communicate that, coach and mentor and help those folks really succeed.